James Simpson, born on July 9, 1947, was a famous American football player and actor. He played in the NFL for 11 seasons, mainly with the Buffalo Bills. Many people think he was one of the best running backs ever. But his life had troubles too. In 1994, he was accused of murdering his ex-wife, Nicole Brown, and her friend, Ron Goldman. Although he was found not guilty in a big trial, later he was told to pay money to their families. After football, he tried acting and broadcasting. In 2007, he got in trouble again, this time for robbery and kidnapping. He went to jail for 33 years, but was let out early in 2017. Sadly, he passed away from cancer on April 10, 2024, at 76 years old. James Simpson was an American football star and actor. He played for the Buffalo Bills in the NFL and was known as one of the best running backs ever. But he faced serious trouble when he was accused of a terrible crime in 1994. Even though he was found not guilty, he had to pay money to the victims' families. Later, he got into more trouble and went to jail. He passed away in 2024 from cancer. O.J. Simpson was born in 1947 in San Francisco, California. His mom worked in a hospital and his dad worked at a bank. But something interesting about his dad is that he was also a famous drag queen and later said he was gay. Sadly, he passed away from a disease called AIDS in 1986. O.J.'s family came from Louisiana, and his aunt gave him a fancy name, Orenthal, but everyone called him O.J. He had a brother and 2 sisters. When O.J. was young, he had a health problem called rickets, so he had to wear braces on his legs. His parents split up when he was little, so he and his sister lived with their mom. O.J. was a bit of a troublemaker as a kid. He joined a street gang and got into some trouble. But meeting a famous baseball player named Willie Mays helped him turn things around. In high school, O.J. played football and graduated in 1965. O.J. Simpson wasn't always a big star. Even though he was good at football in high school, his grades weren't so great, so not many colleges wanted him. Instead of joining the military, he went to the City College of San Francisco in 1965. There, he played football really well and got noticed. He helped City College win games, and other colleges started asking him to play for them. Eventually, he chose to go to the University of Southern California, USC. He played running back for them, and he was amazing. He even won the Heisman Trophy in 1968, which is a big award for college football players. In a famous game against a team called Ohio State, he ran for 171 yards, including a really long 80-yard touchdown run. O.J. Simpson started his professional football career with the Buffalo Bills in 1969. Even though the Bills picked him first, Simpson wanted a huge contract, which made things tense with the team's owner. Eventually, they worked it out, and Simpson joined the Bills. In the beginning, he didn't do as well as expected, but things changed in 1972 when he rushed for over 1,000 yards for the first time in a season. Then, in 1973, he made history by becoming the first player to run for over 2,000 yards in a single season. He kept playing well for the Bills, winning awards and leading the league in rushing. After some time, he was traded to the San Francisco 49ers, where he played for a couple more years before retiring in 1979. Overall, Simpson had an incredible career, earning many awards and setting records that stood for a long time. O.J. Simpson didn't just play football, he also acted in movies and TV shows. He started acting while he was still in college, appearing in small roles on shows like Dragnet. Even before he started playing football professionally, he appeared on TV in the first episode of Medical Center. While he was in the NFL, Simpson acted in big productions like the miniseries Roots and movies like The Towering Inferno and The Cassandra Crossing. He even started his own film production company. Simpson said he didn't think about acting seriously until he saw famous actors like Lee Marvin and Richard Burton. He avoided certain types of movies and chose roles where he could learn from experienced actors. Simpson's most famous acting role was in the Naked Gun film trilogy, where he played a character named Dayet Nordberg. Apart from acting, Simpson also worked as a commentator for football games on TV. He starred in a pilot for a TV series called Frogmen, but it was never aired because of his legal troubles. Later on, in 2006, he starred in a prank TV show called Juiced, where he played tricks on people. O.J. Simpson wasn't just famous for football and acting. He also made a lot of money through endorsements. Chuck Barnes, a businessman, helped Simpson get deals with big companies like Chevrolet and ABC when he was still playing football. By 1971, Simpson was so wealthy that he could retire if he wanted to. People magazine even called him the first black athlete to become a lovable media superstar in 1975. One of his most famous endorsements was with Hertz, a rental car company, starting in 1975. Simpson appeared in ads where he ran through airports, showing off speed, while people cheered, "Go, OJ, go!" These ads not only helped his acting career, but also made him very recognizable. Hertz's profits went up a lot because of Simpson's ads. Simpson also endorsed other products like Pioneer Chicken, Honey Baked Ham, and Dingo cowboy boots. He even owned hotels and restaurants through his company, O.J. Simpson Enterprises. Even after his divorce from Nicole Brown in 1992, Simpson still had a lot of money from endorsements, including $550,000 from Hertz. O.J. Simpson had a complicated personal life. He first got married to Marguerite L. Whitley when he was 19 years old, and they had 3 kids together. Sadly, their youngest child, Erin, passed away when she drowned in their swimming pool in 1979. After his divorce from Marguerite, Simpson met Nicole Brown in 1977. Even though he was still married, they started dating, and Simpson eventually divorced Marguerite to marry Nicole in 1985. They had 2 children, but their marriage didn't last long. There were reports of domestic violence, and Nicole filed for divorce in 1992. Simpson had a relationship with Christy Prody for 13 years after his acquittal for murder in 1995. He also enjoyed playing golf, which he did regularly even after his legal troubles. There have been discussions about Simpson possibly suffering from brain damage due to his football career, which his lawyer mentioned during his trials in 2008. On June 13, 1994, Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman were found dead near Nicole's home in Los Angeles. They had been stabbed to death. O.J. Simpson, Nicole's ex-husband, became a suspect in their murders. Simpson was supposed to turn himself into the police, but instead, he went on a slow car chase with his friend Al Cowlings. It was broadcast on TV, and many people watched it. Simpson was eventually arrested. His trial was a big deal, with lots of people watching and talking about it. His defense team argued that the evidence was not strong enough to prove he did it. The trial lasted for 11 months, and in the end, Simpson was found not guilty of the murders. Many people had strong opinions about the verdict, with some believing he was innocent and others thinking he was guilty. Even after the trial, Simpson continued to say he didn't do it. After O.J. Simpson was found not guilty in the criminal trial for the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, their families filed a civil lawsuit against him. In the civil trial, Simpson was found liable for the wrongful death of Ron Goldman and for battery against both Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. The jury ordered Simpson to pay $33.5 million in damages to the families. However, Simpson faced financial difficulties. He defaulted on his mortgage, and his home was foreclosed and demolished. Simpson's Heisman Trophy and belongings were auctioned to pay part of the damages. The Goldman family also tried to collect Simpson's NFL pension, but they were unsuccessful. Simpson moved to Florida to avoid paying the money, as Florida laws protect pensions from being seized to pay debts. Over the years, Simpson faced more legal troubles, including arrests for battery, burglary, and robbery. In 2007, he was involved in a robbery case in Las Vegas and was sentenced to 33 years in prison, serving 9 years before being granted parole. In May 2023, O.J. Simpson announced that he had cancer, but was hopeful about beating it. Later, in February 2024, it was revealed that he was getting treatment for prostate cancer. Sadly, Simpson passed away from the illness on April 10, 2024, at the age of 76. His death brought mixed reactions, with many focusing more on his legal troubles than his accomplishments in sports. Some organizations, like the NFL, didn't make public statements about his passing, while others, like the White House, offered condolences to his family. Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith recognized Simpson's physical prowess, but pointed out that his association with a double homicide case overshadowed his legacy. Director David Zucker made a controversial comment about Simpson's acting and legal history on social media. O.J. Simpson's life and the trial were the subject of many films and TV shows. Bobby Hosea played Simpson in the 1995 Fox TV movie The O.J. Simpson Story. A documentary titled O.J. Simpson: The Untold Story, 2000, was produced by BBC TV and examined various aspects of the case. A documentary titled O.J. Simpson: The Untold Story, 2000, was the subject of a 2000 BBC TV documentary titled O.J. Simpson: The Untold Story, which looked at a number of different angles. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more exciting content, make sure to subscribe to the sportsgalaxyspark channel. Stay tuned for upcoming videos and don't miss out on the latest updates. Hit that subscribe button and join the community for more videos. Thanks for watching.